Should get cozy. So our next comedian, also from Seattle, she will be hosting Pride this year. Is that right? MC of Pride this year in Seattle, and she'll also be performing at Bumper Shoot this year. Right? Yeah, pretty sweet. So keep that love going for Alyssa Yeoman.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, hey everybody. All right. I too tried to pump up with McDonald's. I got like 3 hours of sleep last night, and I literally, as I was eating, I was like, oh, McDonald's has a lot of sugar in it. This will pump me up. And it did for like a second. I was like, this is a powerful thing. I can't believe I've been away from you for so long. It was like really nice. Really nice. Oh my goodness. A lot of people today talked about being 30. I also turned 30 almost a year ago now. And it was like the day I turned 30, I got in my shower and I was like, oh my God, has the bathtub always been this slippery? Just grip mats from here on out for me. Here it is, here it is. Today at work, I'm like, it's weird to be 30 but still feel somewhat. Today at work we did these fake awards and I essentially got that I was like a culture queen, meaning that I keep up with all teen culture. And I was like, I mean, it's not a lie, you know, but I was like upset that I was like that it's that obvious. They're like, you know so many facts about Drake, and I'm like, God, okay. Like, this is what it's about. But it's true, I do. I was listening to the radio the other day, actually, and a commercial came on, and it was like, hey, teens, and I was like, intrigued. You've piqued my interest. And then it was like, are you struggling with gambling addiction? And I was like, wow, what the fuck are kids up to these days? Like when I was a teenager, I was like learning how to masturbate and in Model United Nations. Like, I didn't know what gambling was. It's so cool. I was like, man, kids are so cool. I'm going to the casino. Fuck my job. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, I also live in Seattle. And the other day my card was getting declined, okay, the bartender kept telling me, she was like, I don't know, the machine just keeps saying the balance is outside of the array. And I was like, wow, that's not the most condescending Northwest way to tell me that I don't have any money right now. So horrible. No, I am a millennial though. I'm a millennial and I'm finally at that age where my parents are recognizing that the economy now is harder than when they were my age, right? So my parents are no longer like, you have an anthropology degree, why don't you own a house, you know? It's pretty refreshing. Oh no. It's so weird. It's like, where were you when I was buying the Eminem album in the 6th grade, you know? Like now, whatever. Support comes later. Oh man. No, I actually do all right for myself. I do okay. And I was thinking, the other day I found myself on a common hole you may have all found yourself in, which is how much more money do I need to make to take up anal bleaching, right? My relatable stuff, you know? Well, first of all, I found out that it's not much, okay? Found out that it's not much. Anal bleaching is much like a yoga deal, like a Groupon situation. Where it's like $45 for your first month. And I was like, okay, but next month back to the same old asshole, you know? Well, that whole kind of led me to DIY anal bleaching. Just out of curiosity, you know? Like maybe I have some apple cider vinegar and can really work this thing up, you know, at a discounted rate. Sorry, I've never said that before. That made me laugh. Everybody, like apple cider vinegar and coconut oil is supposed to be like the cure for all of it. It's crazy. Oh man, I've been using both every day for a while. My life is still the same. I'll tell you that. Well, the number one trick though for DIY anal bleaching is taking lemon and rubbing it on your ass crack for 30 days straight, people. Yes, 30 full days straight for 24, no, it's not that long. 24 hours a day. You're taking lemon to that sweet Hershey kiss. No, just a quick, like, 30 minutes a day, you know? Like, just your average, the average amount of time you already spend scrubbing your body with lemon. Oh, man. But no, everybody always cringes when I say that part, and I'm just curious. And I was like, is this because everybody's asshole bleeds? Like, is that the uncomfortable sequel to Everybody Poops, you know? It's not pretty, but that's pretty real, you know? Oh, man. The reason that I'm not paying for anal bleaching, though, right now is because I have a degree in anthropology, as I mentioned. And that degree had an emphasis in sexuality and race, so I ended up with a degree in my own fucking problems. Just a little bit. No, I do identify as a gender fluid person. I identify as being non-binary, and I've been thinking about the different parts of my identity lately, right? And I've only come up with 2 so far because I also smoke a lot of weed. But my first part of my identity is this: it's a fun girl. I get that all the time, right? Alyssa, you're a fun girl. You're a fun girl, right? But what nobody tells you is that fun girls actually get no fucking respect, right? It's true. You know, Cyndi Lauper, she tried to warn us in her song. She did. And girls just want to, she did. And girls just want to have fun. She comes home, her mom's like, hey, why aren't you living by the oppressive standards that I had to live by? Right? And then her dad's just like, you're a whore. Nobody told us. Oh man, and the other part of my identity is this, it's a fuck boy. It's true, if you didn't notice the way I was dressed. Oh man, no, it's okay. It's a life that I've chose to live, you know? And I for instance, sometimes I lie about my height, right? Because I'm like, well, once you add hair and confidence, I'm definitely 6 feet tall, you know? I'm 5'5" and 3/4. You know, and I drive my car around the hills of Seattle, and sometimes I let my car roll down the hill a little bit so everybody thinks I drive a manual, and I don't. It's the little things. It's the little things. No, I think I ended up being a fuckboy because the best relationship I have is with my cell phone. This is true. And like, am I the only one who keeps their phone on silent most of the time? Right? You totally, right? It's just such a fucked up relationship. It's like, I'm gonna look at you, I'm gonna hold you all the time, but you better not say a goddamn word, you know? That's how it is. Oh man, no, I used to be heavily into sexting. Y'all ever fuck with sexting? I had to stop sexting because sexting for me got so bad it turned into emails. Not the kind of stuff you want on the cloud, I'll tell you that. No, but seriously, is anybody ever like, do I eat too much ham to be having sex? Is that just me? Once I had 3 ham sandwiches in one day, and I was like, wow, someone still wants to have sex with me later. Someone's trying to come over and glaze this ham pussy, you know? Oh man, that's the worst thing I've ever written. I love it so much. I do eat a lot of ham. Like, I've loved ham my whole life. Well, I'm just gonna tell some ham stories. What if I did a TED Talk on ham? Speaking of, that's an untapped market. No, my parents gave me a bunch of ham whenever I left home for the holidays. And I went through security. They're like, man, we have to search your bag, you know? Because sometimes food looks like bombs. okay. I was like, whatever. And I tried to hide it underneath a jacket because I was like, if something happens in the airport, I don't know, my ham spills out everywhere. So they open up my suitcase nice and slow. I've overpacked it because I was like, I don't want to check a bag. They move that jacket off and there's like 4 pounds of like safety locked ham just like falling out of the sides. I have cried and thrown my backpack at a closed door at an airport, and I've never been more embarrassed than when they found all that ham in my bag. Like, I've had full-on meltdowns, and I was like, this is fucking embarrassing right now. Oh my God. But I'm doing all right for myself. Oh man. But seriously, is anybody ever having sex so good you're like, this is about to be a UTI? Yeah. Maybe that's just a consequence of having a ham pussy, I don't know. No, seriously, you go to brunch the next day, the dude's I'll have a coffee, I'm exhausted, and you're like, I'll just have a cranberry juice, thanks. Great time. Yeah, it's gonna get worse before it gets better, sorry about this. She said, Jesus. Oh man, no, I think sex is a funny place because no matter how big someone's dick is, it never hurts as bad as getting your vagina swabbed with a Q-tip. That's just facts. This gets more scientific, Oh no, I think another thing that's been bothering me recently when it comes to sex is girl on top. Okay, and it's not because it's like I don't want to be on top or whatever, or that I don't know, whatever stereotypes there are about. I'm just making shit up, sorry. I'm just like, how do I riff on this? And it's like, there you don't. Sometimes you just want to lay the fuck down, and that's okay, Sometimes you're like, it's been a long week, and I work really hard, And, no, but here's why. For me personally, it's because I like to sleep soft, fuck hard, And if you're ever on top on a memory foam mattress, right? It's like fucking in quicksand, okay? Like you're like, this is literally as fast as I can go right now. Like it's made to remember, not remember and forget. Remember and forget. Oh man, I end up interracially dating a lot because I live in Seattle. So you can laugh at that. Oh man, I do, and it's interesting. You're never more aware that you're interracially dating until you're out at a restaurant together, right? Right? It's like whenever I'm at a restaurant with a white person, it's like, or with a white man, it'll be like, oh, is this together or separate? Like they don't know if he's my gay best friend or not, Then you think that'd be different for me when I'm on a date with a black man, right? But it's like, is this together or separate? I know you can be family or cousins, and that's different in black culture. Oh, whatever. You've been there where someone's like, hey, this is my cousin, and you're like, you don't look related, but I might be racist. So just be honest with yourselves. It's misleading, that's all I'm saying. I can say that, you can't. It's very misleading though. No, but then when I'm on a date with any other race of guy, they're like, hey, you two can sit at separate tables while you wait for your friends to come. Oh man, almost woke. I like that. No, I was dating this guy from another country recently, and we had a very scary, sexy moment. It was scary, sexy because he started to dirty talk me in my ear in another language, right? And at first I was like, oh, this is pretty hot. And suddenly I was like, what if he's saying some really racist shit in my ear right now, right? What if he's like, fuck me, you black slave? And I'm like, yes, daddy. Don't worry, I still came. Thanks everybody for asking. You can't be mad if I still came, so. And neither can I. No, I'm just kidding. No, I do. Y'all are so much fun. I do. Sometimes interracially dating works out for me because sometimes my taste in men is much like my taste in wine, dry and white. I was at this work event the other day. We're supposed to go around the circle and share a quirk about ourselves, right? And this white guy goes, and he's all, my quirk is rock climbing. And I was all, get in my guts. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Let's belay, baby, or whatever. Oh my God. Oh man. No, but truth be told, every time I let a white guy come inside me, I'm just trying to absorb some of that privilege, you know? No, I do. I sleep with just as many black guys. The problem is the most I gain to absorb there is 3/5, so. Hey, if you don't laugh at that joke, you don't like history, so. That's on you, you know? Oh, it gets me every time. Oh man, I do. It's so weird, the obsession that guys have with coming inside of you, right? They're like, oh, I want to come inside you. And so my new thing now is to say, do it, I'm fertile as fuck, you know? Just, be surprised. It just like takes it, flips it right back out. Everything's just inside you now. Oh man, I've been mostly watching a lot of porn lately. I haven't been having as much sex as I usually do, and I saw this porn title the other day that said, "Come at me, daddy, ... she's pregnant now, !" And I was like, wow. I was really wondering how this thing ended, you know? Because every time I watch porn, I'm like, you two should make a family together. No, I tried to freestyle masturbate the other day. That means you watch without porn, you just use your old imagination. You heard of that? It's what was before the internet, called imagination. The internet's big sister. Oh man, no, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go into this, let's see where my mind goes, you know? Next thing I knew, I was masturbating to a sexless marriage, so. I was like, you really find out a lot about yourself, I'll tell you that. I do think my sex life is about to take a huge dive though, because I have this wart on my hand and it's going away now. And I feel like I'm losing that interesting texture that sets my hand jobs apart. And you know, they say you get warts from frogs, and I was serving up that riveted pleasure, you know? No, I do want to take a quick sidebar here as we continue on this journey and talk about the real divide in America, okay? And that is normal people versus people who own reptiles. Am I right? Oh my God. Have you ever been to someone's house and it's lit with mostly black lights and they're like, hey, I got a turtle. And you're like, yeah, bro, I know. I know. Also, if you go into someone's house and it's lit with mostly black lights and there's no reptile inside, this is what you do. You get your drugs and you get the fuck out. Oh, man. No, I love drugs. I specifically, no, the other day I was nervous that I liked drugs a little bit too much because I was excited to go under anesthesia. It's like, wow, this dentist appointment's about to be a nice break in my day. No, I mostly smoke a lot of weed. That's my favorite. Yeah, Olympia, y'all know about weed? Hey. I don't know. I thought, yeah, that was cool. Olympia, home of marijuana. No, I heard that Costco is about to start selling weed.
What?
Yeah, I know. Everybody find a family and get a membership, you know? It's pretty exciting times ahead of us. No, I think Costco selling weed as a business is an incredible idea. First of all, they'd have a place where you could smoke before you go into the Costco arena, which is what I call it. Next thing you know, you're high, you're in Costco, you're eating pizza, washing it down with a chicken bake, you know? Because if you are not at Costco to die, you're doing it wrong. Also, if Costco sells weed, it better come in just like that cheese ball container, like full of nugs from top to bottom, you know? Also, if Costco sells weed, they better call it Kirkland Kush. No, I smoke weed because I was adopted and I was loved too much. It's true, it's a very weird place to be. You're always looking to forget something. That's fine. I'm obviously okay, everybody. I have a fucking anthropology degree. I wasn't living in a basement underneath the stairs. And it kind of is like that. If like Harry Potter went to his aunt and uncles and they're like, "You're the chosen one," you're like, "Oh, I'll focus on extracurriculars," you know. No big there. No. It's afforded me some privileges. My dad, he was in the military, and I have to acknowledge my privilege. And I acknowledge that in the sense that my specific fear of cops is beach cops. You know, because here's the thing, if I'm in the city, walking the streets, there's probably some black person doing something worse than me, right? But if I'm on the beach, I might be the only one out there. No, I do keep one black enemy at all times. I do. It's to let white people know we come in variations just like they do. But it's also because I'm black and a millennial, so it's a little bit like Black Lives Matter, but my life matters most, you know? No, yeah, my dad, I do want to talk about my dad really quick, and then after that I'll let y'all go. My dad's great. My dad is a really funny man. He like loves attention. Like, just to paint a picture, he sent me a Valentine's Day card with $200 in it. And I was like, wow, this is exciting. I immediately got a call that was like, hey, that $200 is for my weed. And I was like, wow, this relationship has changed. Just like that, you know? Okay, like, I'm pretty sure that's why, my dad loving attention, I'm sure that's why we went to a predominantly white church growing up. Because here's the thing, if you're the only black man in a white church, there's a high chance you're the best singer and the most athletic, okay? We were there for a while, and then an ex-NFL player came in, and after that we just moved to Anchorage, Alaska, so. He's been there ever since. Oh no. My dad, he actually gets a lot of attention because he looks like Morgan Freeman, y'all. Yeah, like he looks like Morgan Freeman in the non-racist way. He does look like Morgan Freeman. He got his ear pierced super late in life to throw people off the scent. Is it Marvin? Is it Morgan? People don't know. But like the places where people don't know doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. It's like, do you really think Morgan Freeman is metal detecting on the beach right now? Do you really think Morgan Freeman is celebrating his 70th birthday at Golden Corral Buffet? Thanks, y'all. I've been Alyssa Yeoman.